you know, anything you do when you're doing it greater than somebody else, and they looking at what you're doing, and they got aspirations in their mind that they can do it too, but the reason why they're not doing it because they're not as dedicated as you are. Once you reach a certain level, people are always going to hate, you know, like, that's just something you got to learn to deal with, specifically in a certain way where it don't affect you anymore, because, you know, just me coming from the streets, and I had a few people, you know, say some bad things about me. I run up on them, I'm ready to, you know, shoot them, let's fight, whatever we can do. But at the end of the day, I'm riding in the Rolls Royce when I go home, and they stand in the projects. So, you know, I was like, man, hold on. If I'm gonna be getting ready for fame, it's gonna be millions of people who gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? Jesus was hated. So, I mean, you know, that's just something you gotta deal with, and learn to deal with it in a wise way. So now, I've learned to control it a little bit better. So like, I don't even much like, you know, if be little kids on YouTube and they'll see my video, like I got a video where I'm counting money, and they got little kids on there like 14, 15, talking about that ain't no money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm counting $50,000, they probably still staying with their mama. But I mean, that's just something, man. But as far as the independent deal, like he was saying, both of them had two different things to say. And my thing was, I studied the game. When I tell you I educated myself about this business, man, I bought so many books. And I was in prison when I bought these books, you know. I spent like over $1,500 just on books about the music industry, because when I got out, I knew what I was gonna do. And I said, I'm not gonna wait for nobody to give me a deal. I'm gonna create myself a deal. So when I got my first bus, I put 1.5 million at the top. And everybody in my city was like, man, Savage ain't got no $1 million deal. Well, I created a $1 million deal. First of all, when I put together my tour, I made over $400,000 on it. And then I did marketing, which was over $200,000, which was the billboards I had around the city. I had more billboards than the mayor. And just from that, they had me on TV performing my song for Black History Parade, and no artist in that city had ever did nothing like that, you know. And I got the senators around me singing my song. And that was because of the billboards I put up, and they constantly see me, so they felt like I was doing something. So they wanted to bring me on the show. And then I got with XXL Magazine, and I did like a $200,000 deal with them. These pages in these magazines cost like $4,800. And you know, they was giving them to me for a wholesale price. But if you know anything about business, when you put something out there, if I'm selling it, it's gonna be for retail. So I can still say it's $4,800. It has nothing to do with how much I'm actually getting it for. So, you know, at the end of the day, it was over $1.5 million, but instead of a label putting me in XXL Magazine and putting my video on BET and putting me on tour and doing the radio thing, which I never did radio. I broke myself without a DJ, nothing against the DJ, but I bought 10 and 20 and 30,000 copies of my CDs and burnt them with 10, 15 burners and hopped in my Durango, and me and my crew, we went flooded the city or flooded the town. If that town had 5,000 people in it, we put out 5,000 CDs. You gonna hear me, and out of the 5,000 people, I guarantee you 2,000, 3,000 of them gonna rock with you no matter what you putting out. Because marketing is just like this right here. You can hear a song that you don't like, and you hear so much you'll start to like it. That's what marketing is. And I put my face on the corner. If you go to my city, it started with my city, then I took it to my state, then I took it to other states. And my marketing plans was on every corner in every neighborhood, they gonna see me. And people started to see me so much, well, it turned to, man, I don't like Baby Savage. And then it was like, man, hold on, I like Baby Savage. Then it was like, Baby Savage. You know, and it was just for them, they don't even much realize they constantly see my face so much till I made them like me. But I knew what the power of marketing was because I studied it. So it all derived from education from the beginning. And that's what it is. A lot of people ain't got it in them. And you know, I talk to a lot of people all the time, and I got people who pay me $100 an hour just for consultation to talk to me from all across the United States. And sometimes I feel bad when people pay me because, you know, I know in their mind what they expect to do, but I know what it takes to do this, and the average person ain't got it, to be honest with you. Like putting 16 to 20 hours a day into something that you want to do and not making no money from it, that's a very hard thing to do until you start making some money from it. But the easiest thing about it is, I tell everybody every time, If you gonna put your time and focus on it, you gonna make some money out of it. It's gonna come. But how long you gonna do it and how hard you gonna work? I don't care if you're selling dirt. You can be a millionaire selling dirt.
I heard that.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever you wanna do. So that's what it is.